Semi-consistent like chairs, but different the board soon enough.
And I do this.
Human mail.
Okay. Now the screen touches this one. Okay. That one. Okay. And then this. I think that's what we'll do. Pop over to where's fight at least. It's kind of annoying. Alright, I don't know how long that's gonna last, but we'll see. Okay, in theory, if that connection holds, then we'll be in pretty good shape. I don't know that it will, but we'll see. Goodbye, Brandon Smith. Alright, destinations. Okay, let's check Twitter here. Make sure this is going through. It is. Cool. There we go. There we go. Now I found his frickin' Twitter thing because the algo gave it to me. Fantastic. Gonna delete that part. Gonna delete that part. Then we're gonna do here and go at this person. Okay. Did you see the new Open Interpreter update today?
No.
They gave it vision, bro.
That's cool.
Yes, sir.
Oh, cool.
And they let it operate your computer for you. More or less.
See, this is all the stuff I wanted to make the town do. So, like, in many ways, the more good code examples there are, you know, like, I'm not really losing ground in a lot of ways. Cause it's just, I haven't even heard of anybody even thinking to conceive of stuff in this way of, like, putting together functional VA multi-agents with also a fun town. And, like, that Rick revealed the very best thing that people will want. You know what I mean?
True.
So I'll build this version that I want. And just like, someone will be like, you know, why didn't we make Windows a game?
I mean, solid question to ask, right? That's the thing, is are you asking questions? You know?
Like, someone will just be like, this is a niche that some people want. You know, out of my villagers and send him to slay it.
Sounds like fun. I can dig it. Okay, now is my camera broken? That's the question. Let's see. Maybe? Okay, cancel. Unplug, replug.
I'll say this about Twitter. It's surprising how much smarter everybody is across the board.
Very strange to hear that about Twitter.
Reddit.
I remember it being a cesspool for the longest time.
Well, no, it's because like everybody on Twitter has some like level of money.
Oh god.
Kind of ADHD or autism disorder with too much time and niche topics that they're very studied on.
Hell yeah. That's the good shit right there. Alright, and then we got what's going on here? We got this. This can go over here. And then that can go there. And then this. Turn that off. This is a fucking remove that. And then I think we just need a browser, right?
Yes, guess my idea is almost more like, instead of like having the same stupid tech tree that you like repeat every time you play through a game, you know what I mean, on a different run. It's like, why not just, now that you can have them be semi-intelligent agents, just actually have them be a town and just have them do real research and just replace the tech tree with real stuff from the real world that you want them to solve that might actually upgrade them,
I mean, you know.
right? There's like trying to ways to describe it, you know?
Can I go? Bu- 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 bu. Is this the? Okay. Why do I have an extra like weird little thing here? Oh, it's because of this. Okay, so can I have this? I cannot resize this for some reason. Very strange. Okay, and then that goes
Big
to...
question, yikes.
What's up?
Sam
Boy.
Altman, well, good old Sam Altman managed to get us better tools for sorting our conversations in Chat GPT before I finish cleaning my room or after.
Well, the real question is, will he do that before I do it for him? And also steal his whole fucking platform. That's the plan, in case you didn't get the memo.
Okay. Well, if we can make that much money, sure. But
That's the plan.
I just, I just want to go poke the robot brains, so whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I want to poke the robot brains. You know, king of the world right now. Not for long, buddy boy. Open source gonna catch up on
Find a
you.
way to hire us that Skeever so we can find out how he did their in-context learning and we can have the next best system.
Why is this? Why does this keep doing this?
Everybody's all this, that, and the other thing. And you know what? I never hear anybody talk about how good OpenAI's in-context learning is. Like, did nobody else do any storytelling and like narrative editing with like even just significantly better at retaining details across long lengths of multiple posts as compared to any other AI system that's out there, except for maybe Claude, but I never got to use Claude, so. The only company with more closed AI than OpenAI's closed AI model is Anthropic. AI for nobody.
I don't know, like that space. It seems to be everybody, even the open source people. Actually, it seems to be there.
Anthropic you can't even use in Canada. Same with Bard and a bunch of other countries and stuff like that. Whereas OpenAI, like actually for the most part, like gave pretty unrestricted access globally right off the bat, and then roll it out to like nearly everybody. That wasn't like an absolute security threat instantly.
I don't think they're doing that because it's like a security threat or something. I think they're doing that because they can't, or because
The other guys, it's weird legality shit for sure.
yeah.
But like OpenAI is literally like, at least they lived up to their name in that sense, where they truly like gave AI to the world. Like,
Well, they truly sold AI in as many regions as possible, is what they did. And the reason they did that is because they have a fire hose of money coming from Microsoft so they can afford to pay all the legal fees for not having their shit verified.
so the cows come home about how to. Oh, but you had to steal the, it's copyright data. And it's like, yeah, or do you want to wait 100 years till anything that's worth talking about is out of copyright when the Earth is burnt?
I don't know.
By climate change?
I don't know. I empathize a little bit over there, honestly. Or like, it's interesting to like all of a sudden, now that there's AI that are in your face doing this, all of a sudden people care about data privacy. When, or like, at least, I guess it's like maybe making it more apparent that that's what they've been doing the whole time, now that like random people can do it too.
It's like society was worn back in like, what was 2016 with Cambridge Analytica and nobody cared. Like, I've been specifically like for the most part, only using sites that have anonymous usernames, like Reddit at least. So, like, even though the US government probably still gets everything, at least it's not as easy as Facebook, where it was like, hand in hand with the deep state, especially with prohibition and drugs, with how much data was getting shared with the government. So I was like, yeah, if they got any like half-ass decent levels of predictive modeling, which they
The buyer.
did because they built the Siren servers for the CIA, which that was Amazon, even before Transformers existed. Um, if they got enough data on any one single person, potentially they could model a decent bit about you, which is where a lot of my very theories that led to me building my VAs came from.
My assumption
So,
for the last probably 5, maybe 10 years, honestly, is that any company who wants to knows what I'm going to do before I know what I'm going to do. Like,
maybe not quite that good, but they have some idea,
I
rough ideas,
I think
depending on
that
the quality of the data.
I think like probably better than that actually. Like the amount
Well, there's
the
going to be, no, what I'm saying is there's certain areas of your life they're not going to have skill on that doesn't show in the current data, but there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff that they do know.
well
Like
so
the food choices, they're probably going to know all that. You know what I mean?
well okay, so every company has an obligation to their shareholders to make as much money as possible. So, it is their prerogative, their legal obligation to, for all of the data that they are collecting, make the most effective predictive model possible. Because the better you can predict your customer, the better you can sell to them. So, like, either several multi-billion-dollar companies haven't figured out how to use the massive collection of data they have on me to predict what I'm going to do next, um, or like either that's impossible or they
Well, if
there is
it's
some reason they
possible,
can't do it.
if it is possible, that's like government level stuff. That's like
No,
whatever
not
they have in
even,
their place.
not
No,
even.
because even manage a couple days, so trying to manage one actual individual's potential actions become even harder because one individual is much harder to predict than a mass herd. So while you can define a bunch of choices, you can't actually tell which paths they would pick is the problem. You could figure out every path they could pick based on their personality, but you can't figure out the actual like double slit.
That they 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 can do that to some degree of accuracy. If that degree of accuracy is only 1%, then it may as well be zero. But my suspicion is it's probably more something like 85 to 90%. Like I it the amount of data that they tell us that they are collecting is massive.
Oh, no, 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 no. If you have a phone near you
Yep.
at all,
Mm-hmm.
anyone's phone,
Mm-hmm.
period, it doesn't matter whose, your voice data goes to the big system and it is sorted and logged by your voice to you, okay? I literally used to have rules that if people came to my house, phones did not come past the like entry port into the actual house. Because like we did various testing at one point and we were like living in a little farm town, right? We did not actually farm stuff or anything like that. We were
Uh,
talking about stuff that was on the newspaper and this and that, the various things with the phone beside us. And after a little while, we managed to rig the thing to start trying to sell us
oh, you
tractors,
know how they do that? So
pesticides,
it's
all sorts of stuff.
so technically they can't actively monitor your voice data points that are in that room, attempt to predict what you're going to be talking about, and then allocate their ads accordingly. So they're not actually listening to you, but they don't have to. They already know what you're going to say, which is the fucking most terrifying part.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they just take all the voice data anyway, dude. It's the US.
Uh,
They just don't say it on the surface.
well, you probably they do like for calls that you make, but in terms of
No, I'm pretty sure
ambient
the
recording,
microphones just
Well, because you would be able to tell. Like you can tell whether or not the microphone is active on a device.
Maybe, but I swear they just have everything. Honestly.
Yeah, that's basically my the way that I've thought about it for 5 to 10 years is unless I go to great lengths to protect the data that I don't want someone else to have, um, somebody knows, or most people know it. And then even if I go take every precaution possible, somebody knows it, or somebody can know it if they want to.
Now, on the plus side, this actually offers an advantage to guys like you and I, since in a lot of cases, there's a lot of legal rights where you technically still own all your data. So, aside from the stuff that they can't have officially, because the laws say they can't, even if they do, like actually running your microphone most of the time, or having it run in like some kind of sub mode where it like picks up certain keyword data points and then actually records stuff. Not, but anyway, right? Like what they do have that they can admit to, a lot of it you can request. So when you get to the point
Mm-hmm.
of wanting to model yourself, it's actually not so hard because these goddamn bastards who've been trying to sell you a mattress right after you bought a mattress for the last 10 years have effectively been logging your data for you for free.
Yes, but so the thing that's very tricky, because they are legally obligated to provide you that data, but there is no clause in that in those laws that say when they have to do that after the request, um, nor what format it has to be in. Google is really good, and will like give you your data instantly and like give it to you very clean. I don't know if you've ever tried to use Google Checkout, but it's fantastic. But
But
everybody,
this also means the fact that you can even just so much as download your entire Facebook profile, which if you still have like your original profile from when you were like 18, 15 years ago, that's a lot of data. You know
hmm
what I mean? Like, even I have a copy of my original one from before it got hacked, because when I knew it was going to go, I was like, oh shit, I'm going to download that.
yeah,
And it's
the
like all that stuff, like that adds to being able to build your own better, more fine-tuned AI because it's like all this biography data. Archives do get lost and deleted, shit like that.
mhm. Although you would be, yeah, I have a friend who's working at a company that I will not mention by name, but that company has received like several letters from, or like there were like court orders to like delete the user data or whatever, because they like lost a lawsuit, and they still had like they had nobody's bothered to delete it. It's just like stuffed in a spreadsheet somewhere that like nobody fucking has bothered to clean
That's
out.
what I mean. That's what I mean by like that happens, and then it just sits there and sits there for 2 decades, and it ends up on some server that ends up rolled down to the basement on paper days,
Yep.
just like lost to the ether of reality. And you know what I mean? Somebody flicks it on, and it's like, what the fuck? It's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
okay.
a lot of that. I think probably more than we would think.
Well, that's what I mean. Where semi-intelligent, autonomous AI things take over, because it's just gonna want to be organized as fuck. But watch, we'll have like benign AI where it's like the AI just purchased another little town to continue this perfect data row because it didn't want to bend 3 degrees to the left.
Ooh, I
And then
should see if I can.
humans report on the dumbest things they can in a world where like less things go wrong, and they'll just be like, and everybody had to move. But now you can all store 500 more pictures in your family photo album.
Yeah, the the trade that we've got for giving them all of this data is like, congratulations, you can use a fucking platform so you can create more of it. Fantastic.
Well, the pro on that subject, Well, I was joking about people having to move to expand the data center, right? But on that subject, the issue with the internet in the first place is like a scaling issue with like socioeconomic issues and how society was set up. Like our society was third industry sector, or if they created a fourth for that, but it doesn't quite work quite properly because we don't have a lot of people in primary anymore. So we have an internet
It's,
space called subsidization. So you have a subsidized internet where you have a lot of people going to school to be bloggers to talk about nothing. Not literally to be bloggers, but you get the idea, right? They go to school for this specialty subject idea, and then they effectively become a blogger. They don't do anything. They don't produce anything. They're not like a super hardcore, critical, amazing researcher who defines shit like Jan LeCun. You know what I mean? Like most people become very minor in our having to like having achieved through the physical measure of their like kinetic labor and the amount of material goods output for the rest of society to do more stuff. A lot of people just kind of exist
well,
talking about stuff.
yeah, I think if I can, I don't know. There's been some studies and stuff where like most jobs, like we need a way to pay someone to do a thing so they can spend money.
Really interesting observation a friend of mine had when I was growing up. He grew up in a family that was pretty business orientated, and I think his aunt wrote one of the Canada Food Guides and stuff. And they weren't quite government, but they're pretty like or involved in a lot of random decent one. That society was having a lot of people born since World War II. To some degree, it seemed to him like intentional, but even if it wasn't intentional, unintentionally, and it was producing a whole bunch of more Einsteins, which then was producing all this scientific velocity, right? Because more people, more accidental genius.
Sure.
And one of my friends who does like chemical work as a plant tech, what is it, instrumentation technician, pointed out to me recently that since World War II, actually, we have had an exceeding population increase, technically because we had like double nitrogen fixing because of the Haber-Bosch process. So, like, you know what I mean? Some people attribute specific causality to these things, but usually these patterns are there for whatever reason, be they specifically human engineered or not. So, like, we're in this weird driving process where, like, just so many people are being born, which is causing this scientific drive so fast that there's, like, not enough social rules for everybody. Kind of my final point. We are kind of just, like, in a lot of ways creating filler jobs to hold everyone, too.
Um, is there one for Jupyter? No, it's Python. I wonder. What do you think? Should I try and sick some robots on this track me down some cool Jupyter shit idea? See what agents I can find and fucking chuck them at it. Seems fun. Uh,
I should finish, like, cleaning my room after I get over this cold and get the data set up. And then next month we should try and build a goal like you just defined and like go to sleep and just let them work all night and just like find and refine everything.
yeah, man, I got a couple of people that are actually probably gonna release pretty soon here with a I don't know if it's single agent or multi agent, but a new framework. So there might be something to try out, something to play with. What am I looking for?
Cool.
Looking for Jupyter vines.
Yeah, in a
Let's
lot of ways, the original like Ace ideas well before Dave was even ever trying anything.
these, all of these.
We'll grab some snacks and eat my shit here.
Show enough. Let's see. Okay, why is it not telling me the audience numbers anymore? Okay, 0. Works for me. God damn, I have a lot of fucking windows. Let me actually clear this out. Remove that. Guess I can drop this stuff for now. Oh, this isn't private, is it? Alright, it is public. Cool. Actually, I don't need this open. I can just do that. There we go. Oh, what? Fucking trunk is configuring itself on this? Sure. Why not? Okay. Let's look around a little bit here. See what we got. Last digit 1 for a 2. Okay. Oh, damn it. Oof. Accept. Oh shit. Okay, cool. Okay, so there's nothing in there. Hopefully I don't leak anything. But, got a little juice, got a little gas. Alright, I don't need binder, because I have the actual thing.
Guys, I have a hilarious idea.
You have a hilarious idea, do you? What's your hilarious idea?
Yeah. You know, in the Dwarf Fortressy game world, it's gotta be some, like, little frog people dressed like wizards who have a strange language.
Okay.
And we'll just have to record you and a bunch of other crypto bros talking about crypto stuff. And we'll, like, mix it up and play it backwards and really fast and stuff, and that'll be a little crypto frog language. And they'll be like the bankers and stuff like that, and they'll be called the little keck frogs or something.
I don't understand the point of this, but I like it.
Is like kobolds and little Kekasian
Oh,
frogs.
I see. I think I see. Yeah, okay.
Who handle
Like
little
Murlocs, right? Like the Murloc language kind of thing?
Like you got dwarves and elves and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's like for new worlds to be interesting, you gotta like iterate on stuff for it to be like different and funny. And like also everything's gotta be like memified in the modern day. So if people are like playing this like AI dwarf fortress and then they're like take a load out and they don't pay it back, and then they like have a bunch of like angry keck frogs show up. Like there's just like some fat keck frog with a bunch of little keck knights, and they're like, "Fuck! I'm getting attacked by banker keck frogs."
Seems legit.
And they're like crypto bros too, so it'd be like super funny. And everybody like, "What the fuck?"
All of Beaker's JVM languages plus Python have APIs for interactive time series. Ooh, can I get... alright, let's go. Can I get OpenBB on here? That'd be fucking sweet. Give everybody a fucking Bloomberg terminal. What is...
You want to know the secret to buying syrup? They post pictures of this guy. And if they post pictures of the guy, it's a good time to buy.
Got it.
That's it.
Perfect.
It's just his white. It's dude.
Okay.
Like, if you see a picture of him, it's like, you know it's a good time to buy, but I never have any money to buy, so I can never test it. But apparently it works. There's apparently something about this dude. Like, it happens to be syncs up most of the time.
Well, yes, probably that. That is a thing we usually do, but we're finding stuff this week instead of breaking it, or intending to break it, rather. Let's see. Okay, Nixel TS offers a... Okay, can I get a fucking... Can I get a fucking Jupyter notebook, maybe? Wonder if I can, like... I need, like, a sophisticated GitHub search API thing. From Nixel TS, so that gives me... Time GPT quick start. Okay. Yeah. Give me a fucking notebook. Hell yeah. From Nixel TS import time GPT. Okay, can do. Okay, I don't know. Is there like a... Oh, I need to open that in a new tab, I think. Yeah. I wonder if... Okay, what's a thing... What's a thing that you would think would be very cool if there was a Jupyter notebook and all you had to do was click play on the code that was sitting there and then something cool happened? What's the cool thing?
That's it. Oh, crap, you know.
Sorry?
I was like, it summons a robot that makes pasta.
Summons a robot that makes pasta.
That would be pretty cool. What everybody's
Mm,
thinking about these days is robots doing their chores.
let's see. How close can I get to that? Let's see what we can do. I have a repo in mind. Repos. I want... Oh. Did you leave me a notebook, buddy boy? It doesn't look like it. Man, I want some utility notebook.
That could be one of the things the town could probably do. Do you know Factario?
Not very much.
Well, we played it a little at least. Like, in general, like, if you think of it as basic computing on like a 1D, like this great interchanger of all these many different complex nodes, things.
I mean, have you seen? I have a...
Sounds
Yeah. Factorio... There's a YouTube video I saw the other day. Is software... Yeah. The title of the
I
video...
have that one.
Yeah,
Like a little Asian guy in it.
yeah, playing Factorio makes you a software engineer, seriously.
Yeah, it's a little Asian dude in that one. I have it one.
Yeah. It's good shit.
It's interesting because like I was already actually having just because how logic works in general, having Bing convert bits of Factorio over to logic and into code for like belts and for like large buses of them already like converts over to computers really easy. So it's pretty funny.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so I have robots.
Then you do a yikes. You can always do a yikes.
Can I filter by? Yeah. Language Jupyter? Yeah, there we go. Winning solution and its improvement for robotic instrument segmentation sub-challenge. Sort by most stars. An educational AI robot based on NVIDIA Jetson Nano. Let's take a look.
No, hey, yikes! I had a funny idea.
What's your funny idea?
Well, you know how they don't like know who specifically actually invented Bitcoin?
Sure, yeah.
So like, you know how like there's a bunch of like random theories about how like the universe could be like inverted on itself to like learn about itself, or like Terence McKenna like thought UFOs were like temporal hallucinations trying to like cause the universe to cause themselves to exist. So it's almost like Tenet, where the universe is like simulating a whole bunch of people past life regressly to different coin encryptions that became really important for AI or some shit. This is pretty funny.
Don't know who made Bitcoin kind of sort of. What's our conclusion?
Oh, it'd be funny just to like we're all in a simulation where like it's a whole bunch of us, like in our own memories, like because the universe is trying to like get enough info for like process of elimination from the whole time period to be like it must have been this person specifically. Because it's like that's one of the only people we can't simulate. We don't have memories from to know for sure or some shit. It'd be funny.
Fuck, I missed it again. That
Oh,
we trying to simulate whoever Satoshi Nakamoto is his brain. Is that what you're getting
yeah,
at?
basically,
Mm.
yeah, by process of elimination from a whole bunch of different perspectives.
Got it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I kind of like.
Actual person, it's like an alias, like Banksy or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would it be like they actually need to figure it out because it's like whoever it is like alive but in like stasis or something? If we're all like post-humans, and we can like just retrieve everybody's memories from the ether or something, but they don't know who because they don't know who the alias is for, and they're like, we need this encryption to open like a billion years in the future or some shit, and they're like, God damn. Well, then we knew who he was.
Well, yeah, it's fucking knowing who somebody is. I mean, I imagine it's going to be very interesting.
Well,
Very,
that's going to be interesting with AI too, because I mean, like,
yeah.
right now it's going to come down to like people you knew of before AI. You know what I mean? And even with chatbots too, it's going to matter too. Like, you know what I mean? Going to change a bunch of that too. A bunch.
Speed up grid search CV using parallel processing. Interesting. Mm-mm-mm.
I mean, like,
Nice.
I'm friends with a decently like famous OnlyFans girl, and like,
Based.
she went to school to be a computer engineer. And it's amazing what you can do with $20 and just refusing to buy nudes.
Hell yeah.
I'm just like, you know what? I'm stuck in the middle of fucking nowhere, and I'm not gonna shame myself for needing random human company, and be like, you know what? This is the equivalent of what I'd spend on going to take you for coffee if you want to talk. Here's this money. I want to talk. Really easy.
Gang
Really,
shit.
really easy.
I like it.
Yeah,
Nicely done.
yeah. And she's actually a computer engineer, so like she doesn't really do computer engineering stuff or anything AI related. She makes good enough money from that. But like, if I actually finish the waifu project, like totally just like license her to potentially be the like person behind the AI
Man,
integration, right?
if she's got the know-how, she should definitely get into shit like Stable Diffusion. There's a
Well, see,
lot
like
of
she
things
makes
to
good
do.
enough money, and it's like that foolish crossover point where it's like you should be doing this yourself because you already know enough baseline because you went to uni for computer engineering. But a lot of women make decent enough money for that, but it's like staying competitive across a certain level. You know what I mean? It's just easier for me to build this shit myself and just be like, hey, look, I actually did it. You know, it's like, let me license your image and like help me like make the thing act more authentically female.
Yeah, well, you fucking at least uh, uh, with the like real time stable diffusion stuff. I feel like there's somebody will crack it soon. Series of tools in series. You could, as like a adult performer, let's say, we can do that,
Oh yeah, yeah.
but nobody has done it or like been doing it. I imagine that'll change. Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Not even that. I mean, like, just I mean, like, go to a GitHub and a girl who's at least like gone to like done engineering school for computer science.
I mean, you
You know what I
can
mean?
you
And
can
like,
you can go to a Hugging Face space right now and click a button and do it.
oh,
Yeah, it'll if you only do the Hugging Face space, or at least the one that I've found, it's only like 5 to 10 FPS. You can crank it up if you have some know-how, but you can just it is like 2 buttons to go do it right now.
yeah, cool.
Pre-training model for image BERT pre-training with online tokenizer. Why am I here? I don't think I need to be here. I think I was just searching. Oh yeah,
Yeah, I actually really hope AI just stays slow for the next year.
no shot.
Why?
I mean, have you looked at AI? It is only getting
There
faster.
hasn't for there hasn't been like what's actually happened. Barely anything as far as I care about.
There's competitive non-transformer models. There's like real-time diffusion models. There's diffusion for geometry. There's
I already knew mixtural type stuff was possible, and I was
no.
basically telling everybody it should be, but nobody wanted to talk about it.
Just like take a look at what I've started recently, honestly. But yeah, it's still like the hey, we have a world-changing development like every few hours. Like it hasn't slowed down or do.
I haven't felt like there's been anything that groundbreaking based off what I like expected. Like stuff's happening, but like nothing exciting. Self-operating cooler the computer was kind of like one of the cooler implementations of somebody doing something before I got around to it.
Um, we're like we have everything that we need in theory to on-demand like 3D print fully functional robots, and then the edge compute to like run them such that they can make their own decisions.
And like if what we're getting with the next gen GPUs is close to what they're like saying in some of those specs with like 32 gigs of like DDR or whatever 7 or some pretty powerful single models on just one card. So that's going to be awesome in terms of like robotics, right? And that's just this year. Because if you, I don't know if you checked my news channel there. One of the things that just happened is they discovered heat transistors.
Yeah, I saw a thing about that a couple days ago. The last one was bullshit. Is this one bullshit too? Or
Yes. You understand heat transistor?
huh?
It's not superconductor heat transistor.
Okay.
So in this case, they discovered a way to configure atomic scale pipelines of material that work like electrical transistors, but for heat. So they can just literally like move heat through material away from stuff. The same
Oh,
way they can move
okay. The
electricity away from copper.
Scientific American thing.
So like this is huge because this offers us like solid state heat control. Because like just last year, It was only just like last year, like in spring at CAS Fjord, just come out with like solid state oscillating little car, which would like massively reduce the size of GPUs. So like this just like takes us to a whole next level. Like when we have like heat transistors, we're already getting to like 32 like gigs of RAM on a single car is going to be crazy. I would not be surprised you could see like a humanoid running around with VRAM before the end of the decade.
Yeah, the things that I'm aware of currently is etched, which they haven't actually released the chip yet, but they're all inning on Transformers. And Coral TPUs and NVIDIA Jetson. All of those are small enough to fit on like a random robot that you 3D printed. Okay. I'm not sure. Maybe. I don't know. I want to find like a really. If we had. If somebody owns one of these fucking robots, then it would be really cool to put this notebook on the hub. But I don't know that anybody does.
You mean Baco's thing? The hub?
Uh, yeah, basically. What we're doing, I don't know. Have you kept up on what we're doing with that? The
No, not that much. I
hmm.
like
So
it's hard enough to keep people on my own. Sure.
yeah. Well, long story short, we found a fuckload of GPUs that are currently not occupied, and huh?
I did see something about a couple like A100s or something.
Yeah. So we have more or less basically what we're doing is taking a data center and open sourcing it, and being like, hey, if you have training code and/or data sets and/or just cool shit, but you don't have the compute to run it, come here and we will sort that for you. And have development environments and have teams and kind of share resources kind of freely with each other with like a little bit of friction so that you have so that it's easy to share to who you want to share to and easy to not share to who you don't. And then
Mhm.
my after I get a little further in my to-do list, I want to build some like secure communications platforms so that the people like Adept and Newsrmez and Skunkworks don't have to build all of their shit in private, where they can like give them something where they can collaborate with one another and share and make it quote unquote kind of open source, where like you have to know this if because the main reason why a lot of those labs build in private is or keep their good shit in private is because if you fully open source it, then Sam will just steal it. Um,
That's
so
what there's like right now. That's why there's not a lot of super exciting stuff in AI to a certain level. Because like, yeah, there's some really cool stuff we're all doing. There's also a dark forest effect in AI, where the coolest shit nobody's
what
talking
I want to
about.
do is make something where you and me and whoever else is interested and people who are doing the research can coordinate and collaborate. But like random web scrapers and Sam or Satya or Jeff or whoever has trouble finding it, basically.
And that's kind of what I was working on with, in a lot of ways, like my little group room, right? Trying to get smarter people in there with degrees and stuff like that.
In
Instead of just
which,
random, yeah, the little chat room.
yeah, I have to. Yeah, what I would. Yeah, I. There's a lot. There's a lot of people like on Discord already. A couple of pieces to it. Um, but yeah, there isn't like a like currently what most of those researchers are doing is keeping everything under lock and key because they have to. So I want to build something that where it's like, ephemeral and somewhat secure and like encrypted and shit like that. Kind of semi-release it where if you know where to get it, if you know where to find it, you can get it. But you have to you might have to like know you might have to know NFTs where like you have to get a commit merged on this repo in order to get access to this like model architecture or whatever. Cool shit like that, where you make things that money can't buy. You have to like learn your way into getting them. Could be pretty fun.
Yeah.
What is this? Ada developers account. Mm, okay, random bootcamp. Cool. Thanks, guys. Although I guess sorting by stars maybe not super helpful here. Let's do model. This is not gonna help me at all. Fuck. Uh, I wonder if or something. I think I do. I think I do.
That so, like the station technically has some like pipes and power cables and like ducts and stuff, and see if we could like rebuild it in Minecraft with some mods, using only a couple like height levels, like 5 to 10 at most, and see how well it could actually do, conceiving it from just like a blueprint into 3D space.
All right, let's see. Let's see what you can do. Let's just do coolest. Oh. Alright, let's see what you found, Metaphor. Azure Machine Learning with Jupyter Hub. Okay. I mean, meh. Give me actual cool shit. Repo to Docker Jupyter Lab? Oh shit. Continuous build template based on the Jupyter Lab binder example, meaning that shit. Ooh, shit, yeah. Actually, this is a great fucking metaphor. Killing it. Love it. I will be right back after you use the Alright, we back. Oh shit, what happened to Red? She die?
I actually have the music muted most of the time, so.
Psh. I don't need admin FYI. Cool notebooks. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Continuous build template based on the Jupyter Lab binder template. Oh, I should probably turn my cam back on, huh? So people think there's a human here. I'm still not sure on the merit of, like, actually showing. It matters little. Supposedly I'm streaming on Instagram right now. I don't think I am, but Restream claims that I am.
There's a whole extra level of like work you have to do all the time hosting, so that there's people paying attention when you go live, or like being prepped with other shit with like video game releases and popular games, and just playing a popular game and hoping.
Yeah, well, actually, yeah, I was looking into it a little bit. There are some schools of thought that say restreaming is bad. You should, because you want like like 5 people on 5 different platforms is way worse than like 25 people on one, right? So the thought is, well, if you only ever stream on one platform, then all of your viewers end up there, and so you end up getting traction faster. But since I like basically am like not really, I don't know, like only vaguely taking this seriously, I am just kind of streaming wherever. But I don't know, we'll see.
Well, it's like I heard an interesting comment from a philosopher for a bunch of stuff we were listening to for AI consciousness stuff, and commented about something about going home to wanting to tweet about something on Facebook and how you turn yourself into content. And I thought about that in a lot of ways in terms of like the AI bubble and just like posting on Twitter and my various thoughts in relation to stuff in philosophy, and the way Dave was popular for a lot of his philosophy before he like got stuck on stupid single topics and like pigeonholed himself. And so it's like, I don't know, just people on Twitter are more educated than blue collar workers on Reddit. You just go like,
Ooh, good
what?
point.
What? My leftism.
Yeah, I mean, Twitter certainly is better for fucking. I don't know.
It's just
Yeah.
actually like nuanced to a slight degree, to the point where it's like the fact that like you can actually speak there too, in a sense, because it's not like governed by the downvote and upvote symbol, which like it should just actually like be for your personal.
New Jupyter Lab extension spreadsheet editor. That seems good.
Because the actual connections you get too. I like looked at one guy who followed me last night, and I'm like, wait a sec. Guy only follows like 80 people, but this dude's in charge of like booking Cirque du Soleil for the fucking Olympics.
Hell yeah. This gang is fuck.
I was like, the fuck? He's got like some company in like the startup.
I fucking Amazon gave me 5K for saying that, so.
Nice.
Which reminds me, now that I have actually I need to form the LLC, but now that I have a few more excuses to make myself appear somewhat like a legitimate business person, I should go reapply for Microsoft, so I can get that sweet, sweet Azure GPT-4 money.
I'm not a business person. I'm a researcher. What is business?
There you go.
Business is for dirty people without morals. I'm the
Well,
next level above.
I
I'm the
wish
next
more
level above
researchers were of that opinion because a lot of the research paper, like Archive, is the new like fucking marketing channel for AI shit. So many of these papers just like,
Oh God.
mm. Which reminds me, and it might be fun for you to, especially once you start getting into more dev stuff. I don't know if there's any firm plans for it yet, but I was talking about putting together a group to do paper readings and then implementations of the paper um,
Yeah, that'd be
afterwards.
kind of fun.
Yeah, right.
Although I have like a whole set of them I already technically need to do in stages to build the
There
things.
you go. Yeah. Okay, so I don't. I want to add this extension. How do I add extensions to Jupyter Hub, Jupyter Lab here? There we go. Let's see. Is we do not review widgets manager. All right. Let's do tabular. Tabular. How do I get it onto my Jupyter Lab then? Hmm. Let's see. Installing extensions. Most Jupyter can be installed using pip or conda packages. Well, I don't. List installed. Managing extensions using. Okay. Free text search. Okay. Wait, maybe the repo itself will just tell me how to do this. Derp. Jupyter. Okay. Okay, so can I just do this? I will need Node.js to build the extension package. Okay. Let's try it. Okay, so now that I've installed it, mm, how do I use it? I have a docs page. Mm, okay, see this. Okay, and can I? Why won't it tell me number three? Page, we'll see. Build, sure. Build failed with 500. Got it. Okay, so is there... Okay. No. So, this is the tabular data. Docs. Here we go. Okay, so I think that means... Alright, I need a random CSV to test, I think. Oh, you know what? I do want to... Well, let's see. What if I just use Gorilla CLI? Yeah, because we don't want to use Copilot. Fuck that. Conda create... yikes stuff. Okay, and then when I go to a new Conda environment, am I gonna lose? Okay, let's see. Was that the end of it? It was. Let's see. Yeah, I like this one. Something went wrong when decoding the track. Oh no, I guess we'll have to switch to a different one. Let's see what happens. Okay, it appears my thingies will save, which is good.
And Yad Lacoon has been fucking hilariously savage on Twitter the last couple days.
Yeah.
The first thing was fucking Elon was trying to make fun of them wanting to build a newer, bigger, large hadron, even bigger than the Large Hadron Collider. Being like, so let me build one more, bigger collider. I promise I'll solve physics, bro. You know, I'll solve it all.
Hell
It's
yeah.
just like a picture of all the existing colliders intersecting each other, and the new one they want to build that's like 4 to 6 times the size of the Large Hadron Collider. And then yeah, LaCoon, just like literally like, hey, nerd boy who likes to like launch rockets, don't you like to dig cool tunnels because you're a nerd? Like, isn't this the like kind of tunnel you started a boring company to dig? Not like this many words, it just but like just like the layers to like this old nerd roasting Elon about like this tunnel is just like, oh, it was pretty funny. And then today Gary Marcus got called out by somebody else about, I don't know why Gary's always adding me here on Twitter. He's useless. He hasn't done anything in 20 years. And Gary goes off, and then he unblocked him, and then all the new people were like, "Oh, okay, so yeah, we can all just block Gary. Nobody needs to listen to Gary. He hasn't done anything in 20 years." So like, yeah, and basically just like excommunicated a guy who was like previously considered one of the semi-leading AI experts from like the entire community on a whim because he was just tired of his bullshit.
Get fucking
Made all the
wrecked.
young people he literally just made all the young people like think nothing of him. Like I'm sure there'll be like people that knew Gary that'll still listen to him and this and that, but like it's fucking hilarious.
I can dig.
Because
I
then
can
like
dig.
all throughout the day there were a bunch of little polls being like, do you think that Gary Marcus is the like most useless or like most dangerous person in AI? You think yeah, LeCun is the most useful? There's like a bunch of people on little polls. So it's just like, oh, pretty funny. So and it turned out that
Owned
it
Gary.
was also it was really funny because Gary basically like undercut cab drivers with AI and then was bitching about copyright. You know what I mean? It's like wait. So you like help and and you're bitching about AI doing that? It's pretty two-faced, you know?
Sure, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's not like Uber was one of those great revolutions where it like put the, revenue from the work back in the hands of like the driver. It actually took money from the drivers overall, comparatively, with the cab drivers had going. It just made it easier to get people places and deploy things.
Mm, Jupyter Notebooks Gallery, eh? Oh, dope. Community. Can I, yeah, gallery, maybe? Okay, so this is the gallery. Okay. Well, you only have 10 here, bro. The fuck? Okay, linear regression. Sure, sure, sure. LSTM? Hmm. Nah, not that cool. Trying to get repo. Oh, shit. Oh, I have a repository full of notebooks, man. I thought I found a thing that would convert it, but alas, no such luck. archived. What the fuck? Ooh. Hmm. I wonder if Power BI is relevant in a Jupyter hub. Maybe. Ooh, cool. Oh shit, the build is failing. Rip. Right. But the build is supposed to fail because it's a new Jupyter, bro. We don't care about that no more. I guess I should be splitting all of these off, right? Hmm. Well, fuck it, right? Because I'm starting all of them anyway. If I break everything, then I can just redo it later. Pose? Yeah, I don't think this is fucking saving. Okay, for embedding, draw a MX graph. Grab. Oh shit. Vim and LSP. I guess, is this gonna be my env or general env? Does Jupyter Hub let you? I don't think it lets you, I don't think it lets. Yeah, let's, oh, so that's the PNGs. I need like a CSV of them. Mm. Okay, nice. Well, poor gorilla couldn't quite get it. That's fine. Mm. Dope. Okay, so that works. Super exciting.
Alright. Well, I'm probably gonna go.
All right.
Been
No,
sick.
I appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah. Once this stupid fever's over, hopefully I'll be able to get on with building some stuff
Mm.
slowly.
Well, I wish you a speedy recovery, buddy.
Yeah. This wouldn't be too bad. It's only a fever, so a couple more days, I hope.
There's hoping.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice you, John. What's up, buddy?
Thought I'd pop in to say hello.
Hello, hello. Perfect timing. Promi just headed out, so it's all good.
Hopefully I can live up to him as a replacement.
There you go. What you been doing? What's up with you?
No, work's been shitty as usual.
Hell yeah.
Catching up. What's changed this last week?
Well, yeah, still kind of in the haven't gotten the hub all the way up yet, but it's partially up, as you might see on my screen. And lots more hardware has come in than I had originally expected, so it should be pretty banging once it actually goes live.
What's the hardware?
A lot of GPUs.
From the same source that we chatted about before, or is this like new stuff?
Yeah, same source, and yeah, it's going to the same same endeavor, same thing. Yeah, it should be pretty dope.
What's the current progress of that in the project management Gantt chart? Since I know you're such a good
Very close, perpetually. There is DevOps is kind of a process, so I have broken some things, and Baco has broken some things, and Tim. So I'm hoping this week or next week. It's kind of what I'm. Well, I guess this week is over, so probably, hopefully, sometime next week.
Sweet. And do you have projects already signed up to use it?
I have at least. I have one that I almost certainly will. And then
That form came out last week, right? So it's only been a week, I think.
yeah, I haven't done a lot of promotion of it either, but because I want to get it going, especially considering like the source and everything. It's most people are like, "How are you trying to scam me?" When I'm like, "Hey, have free stuff." So what I'm thinking is I probably have to like onboard a couple of projects and actually give some shit away before people are like, "Oh shit, this is an actual thing and not some weird fucking scam." Um,
And I guess the usual stuff that everyone's doing, like the website and blah 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 blah.
what do you mean stuff that everyone's doing with the
Oh
website?
yeah, are you gonna have like a little bit more of a professional website and stuff, or is this gonna be kind of like on a invite only stealth mode thing for a bit?
Um, well, yeah. So probably initially it's gonna be mostly fill out the form and then you can get access to the Jupyter Hub, which is the thing that's on my screen here. But I'm working on a front end project anyway, so hopefully if I like learn front end good enough, I can just like make a snazzy front end real quick and throw it on top of here because that would be cool. But right now I'm having a hell of a time just fucking getting dark mode going. Tell you that much. Okay. Apply the settings. Okay. Theme. Okay, and then if I refresh, is that gonna work? Why not? Okay, let's try again, and then we will skip the build here. Hey, Jupyter Lab, what Jupyter edition am I? Is there like a... Okay. Hopefully my Conda and my Pip don't start fighting each other. We'll see. I think I'm actually gonna dip out for a little bit, but I might be back around later on, and probably doing more Jupiter stuff and/or playing video games. We'll see.
I'll connect with you later, man.
Yeah. Cheers, buddy.